Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror. Sorry, I didn't record anything yesterday, I was very tired, and I'm not using that excuse again because today I am even more tired. I have no idea what happened. I slept really long, I slept a really long time. And I am so eepy, it's like my operating system has been set to sleep mode and I keep trying to wake myself up, but it's not even happening. Regardless, even if we have to do WA on sleep mode, we can probably figure something out. We can probably think of something pretty funny here. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit random, and then we're gonna hit random, and then we're gonna see what the game delivers unto us. The month of Moriko continues. So, I have been thinking of a couple of things, but first, if you are a 3 Cans member, tomorrow there's going to be a poll that will basically be up for, well, I mean, it'll be up until, I don't know. I don't know if YouTube deletes community posts that are old, but the voting period will basically be for like 2 weeks, right? Although, if the votes get cast early, then, definitely speaking, get this window capture out of there. I'm not about to Gordon Ramsay jump scare you. Actually, this time it would have been a Balatro jump scare. But basically, if the votes get cast early, then that's probably better, because then I can just start pre-recording it, but regardless, that will herald in one of the new series. And also, I have been looking into, because I said I would, I've been looking into getting a game for one of the subscriber milestones. I have a few ideas of things to do once I am not so damn eepy. And you know what? What's the most, what is the most eepy god here, huh? Who's taking a snooze? Who's taking a nap, you know? I think that's Goizo. Goizo's punishing us for taking a nap. Fatalism, okay. The order doesn't matter anyways. Me when the order matters immensely. So, it's grab your old shotguns, your library notes, and your one funds, which is your regional equivalent. And we're going. We're gaming. A witness curse? What has Moriko witnessed? I'm not entirely sure. But you know what I've witnessed? A little encoding overloaded as a treat. I don't know why it does that, because I don't, like, encoding overloaded on OBS is, like, really sketchy. Because either it destroys your entire video, and it basically is, like, the death nail of, like, hey, you need to hit the stop recording button immediately, and anything that is in that footage is completely trashed, or it is, you know, that's one hell of a first mystery. But I think we can make something like that work, you know? Me and the library notes, Rutsu. At least they sell for something. Now, the flashlight also exists, don't get me wrong. And I would like this, but we can buy it later. Let's get a compass for now. I think we know the drill for Moriko, which is she does really well with some of the equipment. But I'm not gonna, like, here's the thing. I've done that horrible thing, which you should never do, where I've talked about what I want to do for the channel, and then that gives me the feeling of fulfillment of, like, yes, I've done that thing for the channel, and then it never, like, materializes or appears meaningfully. Because when you talk about it out loud, you know, it actually gives you some sort of, like, psychological comfort, I suppose, where it's like, yeah, I did it. I talked about it with other people, so that means that it's real and it really happened. And that's the worst advice that I've ever been given, because somebody was like, hey, you should tell everybody that you can about a thing that you want to do, because then if you don't do it, you'll be embarrassed. And so you'll do it because you don't want to be embarrassed. That was the worst advice I've ever heard in my life. And the fact that I believed it originally was terrible. If you have an idea or a project that you want to do, just do it. Like, just mentally trick yourself into doing it. And then, once you start, it's hard to stop. Because we want to keep doing what we're doing, right? And so, if you are in a situation, right, where we're going to the dog store, just click the button, and you go to the dog store, you know what I mean? Oh my god, don't do this to me. No! Alright, sunk cost Falaki. +1 knowledge gang, let's do it. We are getting -10 from Akamanto, so I'm being a little bit sketchy here. But, still not entirely happy with this. But anyways, if you want to do something, like, let's say, anecdotally for me, right? Let's say I want to paint, like, I don't paint minis very often. I want to paint minis more often, and it bothers me that I don't paint minis as often as I want to, okay? But let's say I want to paint miniatures tonight, right? What do I do? Well, I don't actually want to paint miniatures tonight because I got a lot of stuff to do, but let's say that I do want to paint miniatures tonight. I have the desire to do so. I use that desire to sit my ass down at my table where all my painting supplies are. I get the wet palette, I wet the wet palette, and then I lock in, and then I just start painting. It doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter what model it is, it doesn't matter if it's what I want to paint or not. I just start. And because I have started doing this thing, it is doable to continue, right? Like, that's the important part here, is I can just do it, and then we're good to go. You know, I'm already in the process of doing it. If I think about doing it, if I talk about wanting to do it with my friends who do Warhammer, right? Then what ends up happening is I don't do it, because I think about painting, I think about what I would paint and how fun it would be to paint it, and then I'm fulfilled. I'm okay. I'm 100% okay with doing two things, okay? This is one of my favorite bits. I'm perfectly content with doing two things, jack and shit. There is absolutely, if you think about something, and you really, really, really think about it, that is the fulfillment to never do it. This is Thaumaturgy Teacher. We're actually so lucky we got Thaumaturgy Teacher second, you have no idea. And so, if I want to do a YouTube video, right? If I want to do a YouTube series, even thinking of, after I've come up with the idea, thinking about it is poison. Because if I keep thinking about it, then I'm gonna feel fulfilled. And God forbid I talk about it like I did in the early days. Like, what the hell would I be doing, you know? Damn, if only we had one more. If only we had exactly one more perception, so we could do 2 strong attacks in 1 turn. That would be crazy. That would be unheard of, even. I want to rest, to be honest with you. The wounds of the enemy explode with gore. That's crazy. Oh no, Gazoo. No. That's fine. Open the portal, Elephos? I don't really want Elephos to open the portal, but I don't really want to question my sanity either, so... Well... This is a very roundabout way of doing things, but... It is a way of doing things. Not an efficient one, or a good one. But here we are. So yeah, if you have an idea to do something and you want to do it, and you don't think you're gonna do it, just let that random urge carry you into doing it, right? Like, you get that, like, random spark to do something, and then you're like, okay, time to lock in, and then you go start doing that thing, and once you start doing it, are you really just gonna put it down? Like, like, if you're struggling to start writing something, right? And then you just start writing, and it doesn't even have to be the thing that you're trying to write. It's just you're writing something, and you're getting that, like, those creative juices flowing of, like, I'm writing something, and I'm having to think about what I'm writing. Even if you're just doing that, right? Like, are you really gonna stop? Are you really gonna go, you know, I'm in the middle of writing this thing. I'm just gonna completely stop, and I'm just gonna, like, go do something else. No, like, why do you think YouTube Shorts and, like, TikTok stuff is so good at consuming your time? It's because it's so easy to get to the next hit of dopamine. You know, you just keep scrolling. It's one flick of the finger. Flick of the wrist? Swipe of the finger? I don't know what you want to say. It's just, it's so easy to get to the next thing to consume. And so you don't have to think about it. Because if you think about that you're on YouTube Shorts, if you think about that you're on TikTok, then you're like, oh shit. You know? If you actually think about it, you're like, oh crap. I need to get out of here. And then you get out of there. Because it's a waste of your time. But if you don't think that, like, if you're just kind of, hold on, I need to check something. I'm pretty sure this is our second enemy, right? Oh no, Cyclops neighbor. Yeah, real. We just fought somebody. But, like, you see what I mean, though, right? Like, it's so easy to be like, okay, I have a random urge to consume slop content. So then you're on YouTube Shorts. And then you have to actually, like, actively, like, get yourself out of that, you know? You have to essentially put yourself in a situation where you can escape from that. I don't think we can block or do anything. We can dodge, actually, so that's better than nothing. Because, I mean, we have to... we dodged the attack. You love to see it. Because we're guaranteed to win on the next turn, you know? Gordon's such a kidder. Like, when I go on YouTube Shorts... I don't have a TikTok, thankfully. But when I go on YouTube Shorts, it's brain poison. Because I immediately just have, like, basically unlimited content if I just keep scrolling down, right? Now, the good thing is, the algorithm is bugged, and it doesn't work properly. And so, eventually, the YouTube Shorts start looping, or there's a glitch, which puts me back to a previous YouTube Short, which then means scrolling down is, like, all the 18 different YouTube Shorts that I already watched. And if you think about that, right, how scary that is, each of those shorts is, like, a minute long. Right, so that's 18 minutes just casually gone away that you never even worry about, that you never even know about. Aw, shit, we're dead. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Me when I must be delirious. I mean, we could die here, but I need my sanity. And I got a lump of flesh, you know? I have a Glock in the Rari, as it were. 17 shots. So... we're a little bit nervous. I gotta take the Doom when I can. I'm a little bit nervous. This is like the worst mystery you could just randomly stumble into for fun. Thanks for the minus Doom, I really appreciate it. What is the stuffed toy gonna give us? We have a discharge summary? That's true. Now, we don't actually have any curses right now. So I guess we'll just hold on to it. I mean, more money is pretty good. But we're gonna have to, like, eat the lump of flesh and then cast, like... cast, whatchamacallit, multiply wound, like, 80 times, you know? Oh boy. I guess just give me the... We're gonna have to eat it anyways, right? So, might as well do it now. Prepare for combat. Right, so... Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, are we doing 7 or are we doing 8, you know? Real. Well, it's time to multiply them wounds. Who up multiplying they wounds? And that's just kind of the world that we're gonna live in right now. It is. And stuffed toy, you know? I don't need any minus anything right now. Did I sell it? I sold it, didn't it? I sold it, didn't I? No, I misclicked. No, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Deduction is crazy, but honestly, I think give me the immediate. Give me the right now. I'm in the goddamn doldrums fighting for my goddamn life here, you know? Give me a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Mermaid's Moment. So you can basically just, like, cruise through this mystery and then get a burn, and then hopefully go to the hospital. Hopefully. But yeah, so I guess I'll just kind of lay out the general ground rules of, like, the ideas that I have. That's based, by the way, 2 perception checks back-to-back, and we succeeded them. So, we're gonna have the 3 cans vote for the next game, and that'll be starting tomorrow. Then, we're going to have a very ambitious series that will probably never get finished. Sorry, esto ble. I mean, I would rather do it like this, if we can. I just realized if we miss that 90% chance, we're dead instantly. A little scary. I mean, we have to do it like this, or we have to run. So I think we run. Because it's not really the health or the damage that we're dealing that's concerning, it's the damage that the enemy is dealing. And I would rather not deal with that when we're in absolute hell. You know what I mean? I almost want to rest again, just because, like... But that's too much, Doom. We're not fighting this boss. Yeah, I'm glad that happened. That's great. I'm a really big fan of that, honestly. You know, I'm just a really happy, big, go-lucky fan about what's been happening recently. Store is closed. We're about to see if that even matters. Burned is pretty dangerous. But we can get it cured, and we can get it cured immediately, so that's about what I wanted, and we'll feel pretty good about that. Blood loss, kind of annoying. This is it's an injury, not a curse? Did I actually use it? And it's just because it's an injury? Oh my god. That is crazy. But yeah, so a very ambitious series that will probably never get finished, because I don't know if I have the dog in me for that, you know? I don't know if I got that dog in me to do that properly. But it would be really cool. And then Dark Souls, you know, I finished that, so Plunger just needs to edit it. So there will probably be a Dark Souls this week. This week, it's a weekend. You know what I mean. Next week, there will be a Dark Souls, most likely, you know? I think this is good, right? I think this is grand. Because we can win even if she heals. And she didn't heal, so that means you're just gonna die. We're just not gonna sugarcoat it. You're done. Take off your jacket, leave Hell's Kitchen. Deft handling is psychotic to see. I love it, though. Don't get me wrong. CQC training core strength, deft handling. Not gonna complain about that. Also, we have Doomed already? What the hell? I've just not been getting any value for Doomed already? Oh my god. I mean, it doesn't matter right now, but it could matter later. They're beating my ass! Alright, get this shit out of here. I don't want it. I think that with deft handling, this is officially better. But, you know, we're a little bit nervous. You know, you ever think about how, we're gonna cast Witness Curse? And I'm gonna do this? You ever think about that? You ever think about how I casted Witness Curse, then I dodged, and it worked? Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. How the hell am I supposed to be? Oh, yeah. We... it has to be stamina. And now we just rest a lot, I guess. -3, -6, -6, -3, -6, -6. We're resting a lot. It's true. Is there anything that's gonna injure us? No. But what if I just rested again for fun? We might not even need this stupid thing. Now, I did just realize, was it just -6, -6, or am I stupid? That was the wrong answer? Alright, give me the Crestfallen Mask. I'm not stupid, right? That was the Charisma and the Light Source, right? Listen, I could doubt myself. I could definitely doubt myself. I don't even know if this is gonna kill. We missed. It didn't kill. We missed. That answers your question. We didn't kill, it missed. Okay, yeah, we're good. Thank you. Is it time for Pokidoku? You know it is. So, 3 Cans member votes on new game. And you know what's really weird? Coincidentally, we have done this every 3 months. That's very weird. I did not intend for that to be the case, but 3 Cans member votes for a new game. Ambitious series that's probably never going to be completed. And we are going to do... I think I want to get a collab. I've been wanting to get a collab series going for a while, but it's been, you know, hard to actually make it happen. So we'll see. I have an idea of exactly what I want to do. I just need to get the schedules down, and I think it would be pretty entertaining. So, with that being said, it's time for Pokidoku. I was about to say thanks for watching. I mean, thank you for watching. Like, that's just true. I appreciate it. You made it. You made it to the end of the video. There are gonna be like 3 cards up in the top right of the screen that are like, hey, do you want to watch so-and-so video? And it's just Crow Country, episodes 2, 3, and 4. Kanto, Grass, Poison. Okay, first of all, you giving me Kanto, Grass? I gotta go. We're repping Bulbasaur. Absolutely. Then we're going Grass, Poison. I mean, that is just, like, Venusaur, right? It's a Grass Poison type. And then, you know, I could have done Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, but I didn't actually see that Final Evolution part. Final Evolution in Grass? I don't know, Shiftry. 1%, by the way. Kanto, Bug. Do I like Weedle or Metapod more? And the answer to that is I like Weedle more because the first Pokemon, the only Pokemon that I have ever had Pokerus on was a Weedle. Now, I'm thinking to myself, is Weedle Bug Poison? Hopefully. Final Evolution Bug. You know, I'm starting to see a pattern here. What on earth is Drapion's a bug, right? Drapion is not a bug. There goes the 9X. What is the spider called? I don't know what it's called. There's an arachnid right there. That's a little scary. Is Skorupi not a bug? I'm looking this up afterwards. What is it? Like, I could have swore it was a bug. Well, you know. That's fine. We can just do Butterfree. Okay, we can just do Butterfree. We're not getting the 9X. Very sad. I think I was owed the 9X there. I think I was correct in the 9X. So, I don't know, Zapdos, sure. Wait a minute. Poison Legendary? Come again? What is the... You know... Uh-oh. I mean, what the hell is a poison legendary? Eternatus. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that, actually. We were not owed the 9X. I have no idea what an Eternatus is. Cowboy Hat Caterpie was the fat punk's pick. Venomoth is also pretty based. Okay, hold on. I need to know. Okay, I need to know. Drapion. Is that not a bug? Drapion is poison dark. It's a scorpion. Skorupi is the bug! You're telling me that when a bug evolves... You're telling me that when a scorpion evolves into a bigger scorpion, that it is no longer a bug? Oh my god. Well, we were not gonna get the 9X, because I have no idea what an Eternatus is, or if it's poison. That feels like some gambit where you're like, well, it's purple, so it has to be poison, right? I don't know, I was gonna go for, like, Galar Articuno or something, or, like, Galar, Moltres. I do not think I was gonna pick Eternatus. My ass was not picking Eternatus, or whatever the hell those other 3 Pokemon were. I don't even know them. I'd be walking down the street, I pass them on the street, I wouldn't know a thing, honestly. So thanks for watching, stay safe out there, have a good one. I'll see you on the next episode of whatever you decide to watch next, which is mostly, right now, World of Horror, but we're working on fixing that. We're working on fixing that. We're working on fixing that. Don't go to my history. It's true. True, true. 1 second of Halligan's life is pretty drab. If you have not seen the Mystery of the Druids playthrough with me and Plunger, go do that. It's very funny. Okay? Alright. Alright, okay. Good talk, everybody. Good talk. Grand talk. Fantastic talk. Wonderful talk. What do the French do after buying bread? They baguette. Frowny face. Why can't we all just baguette along? Kitchen Nightmares, 2 hours. And it's a picture of Gordon Ramsay, but like MS Paint tears are drawn down his face. Cool.